Okay, I'm happy to call it right now and say that stone dials have officially been the dial trend of 2024. It emerged slowly at first, but it feels like in the last couple of months, we've seen countless brands release their takes on stone dials. Now, we do expect to see them from microbrands and high-end jewelers who know their way around precious materials, but from Zodiac, the retro-flavored reanimated subsidiary of Fossil? It's not what I expected, but that's far from a bad thing. In fact, the new stone dial references of the Zodiac Super Sea Wolf are some of my favorite releases from the brand in a very long time. Now, the first thing to note is that these two watches utilize natural stones in a way that properly shows their chaotic beauty, and no two watches will look the same. Starry aventurine dials are man-made, and so many manufacturers use pristine examples for consistency, but to a rock nerd, they can obsess over the telltale variations that give a stone dial away. This is best seen in the example of MALACHITE, with warbling green banding formed by fluctuating copper deposits that range from a near black racing green to a light sage. The blue LAPIS LAZULI dial is ironically a bit more uniform from dial to dial, but only because its splotches of vivid blue and purple lazurite, pyrite, and calcite are too chaotic to keep track of many noticeable patterns. Given its burbling blues, it makes quite an appropriate dial for a diver too. Now, as a dive watch, the Super Sea Wolf hits all of the desired specifications. The screw-down crown locks in a water resistance of 200 meters, a ceramic bezel insert provides detail of 1 and 3 minute intervals in its first quarter, and the green superluminova on the dial and bezel pip offers a strong, legible glow after dark. The blocky hour markers and hands definitely give off a retro 60s or 70s vibe, as well as the sharp angles on those outstretched lugs sloping down to the wrist. The case is 40mm in diameter with an approximate lug-to-lug length of 49mm, which is definitely sizable, but not overbearing. It carries a sense of gravitas on the wrist, especially on the Jubilee-style bracelet that brings a touch of refinement to an otherwise tough watch. The milled butterfly clasp is sturdy and helps to reduce the bulk. The Super Sea Wolf's MALACHITE reference really stands out thanks to a black DLC coating across the entire case and bracelet, which, in addition to harnessing a slick, tactical aesthetic, is also highly resistant to scratches. The black silky luster cuts through even on brushed surfaces, almost as if it's entirely made from ceramic. The pale green minutes hand is also a nice touch, pulling out those lighter tones from the MALACHITE's diagonal banding. Now, beneath the solid caseback that's embossed with Zodiac's logo, there's an STP caliber STP-121. The 121 is a new version of the 111, which was previously used by Zodiac, and it's undergone several tweaks to improve accuracy, resulting in a slightly lower power reserve of 40 hours. But the main difference is that far more of its components are sourced from Swiss suppliers. And functionally, it's a clone of the ubiquitous ETA 2824 with automatic winding, a 4Hz beat rate, and hacking seconds when the crown's pulled out. According to the technical sheet, its average accuracy from the factory is impressive at 0 to plus 15 seconds per day. Both the MALACHITE and LAPIS versions of the Zodiac Super Sea Wolf are limited editions of 300 pieces each. The MALACHITE coming in at 2,299 British pounds, and the LAPIS for 2,099 British pounds. It was super fun to shoot these Zodiac watches, and even more fun to test them underwater in my aquarium here in the studio. The added excitement that these stone dials bring to these divers really highlight how Zodiac are reaching for something a little bit more special, and I, for one, applaud them. But what do you think of these new stony divers? Let me know in the comments and we can talk about it. Hey, if you have enjoyed this video and you would love to see more like it, then you know exactly what button to hit right now. I'll see you on the flip side.